There will be big cuts in the budget. The governor's budget was a very lean budget and a painful budget, but that reflected December revenues. And so what we've seen over January, February, and March is a further fall in revenues.
Yeah.
And so what that means is your estimates, your guesstimates about what's going to happen in 2010 are people are going to guesstimate lower. Typically, the first budget is the smallest budget, and the people sort of are able to add on as they get closer because the budget estimates got to go up a little bit. This year, it's going to be the other way around. Each successive budget is likely the the governor's budget, the House budget, and the Senate budget are each going to go down, very likely.
Now, how does that work? How does it work where you're doing a budget? Are you called into Ways and Means? Do you know? You must be consulted about what they're thinking of cutting, if it all touches areas of your interest or that you work for. I mean, you must keep on top of these things.
Yeah, well, here's the major steps. Step one is to decide how much money the state's going to have in the coming fiscal year.
Okay, has that been decided?
That's a consensus. There's a consensus revenue hearings. They occur in December. They finalize numbers in January.
Okay.
And the governor submits a budget based on those numbers.
Okay, so that's happened.
That's happened. That happened in January. Then the House begins to work on its budget.
Okay.
And the House is always the next step. And the House Ways and Means chair meets with all members of the legislature.
Privately, individually?
Privately, individually.
Have you met?
Absolutely, yep.
And what are you pushing for? What's your input?
Well,
if you care to share it with.
Of course. No, in fact, one part of the process is usually we submit a letter regarding our input, and then we follow it up with the meeting. So the letter that I've submitted is one that I've published on my website and mailed to people who have subscribed to my newsletter. Of course, local aid is right up there at the top.
Right.
And then there are a collection of other programs that I enumerated, which I view as programs that are vulnerable in these times, but also probably save money in the long run. Public health programs like the state lab and certain housing programs and programs for the elderly that I view as important. But always from the beginning, it's local